Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. This is going to be a special video because I am going to show you this email that I received from Microsoft directly, which has gone through SPF, DKIM and DMARC checks, and it landed on my inbox. So this was sent to my personal Gmail account and it has come directly from Microsoft, as I mentioned, and it is still a scam. So is Microsoft trying to scam me? No. It is not Microsoft, but Microsoft was used in a platform abuse exercise where a scammer used Microsoft to send me an email trying to steal money from me. So I'm going to take you through this exercise step by step. Hopefully, in the future, if you receive an email like this, you know what to look for. Let me just show you the from address to begin with. It's been sent by Microsoft Power BI, and as you can see, the domain after the @ sign is at microsoft.com. So there are no spelling mistakes here. So it is genuinely from that domain. It's genuinely from microsoft.com. Now let's look at this email and read what it says. So it says payment has been received by McAfee from your PayPal help desk at, and it has given me a number. Dear client, we have observed that a transaction from your PayPal account was not authorized. Please give us a call at this number to cancel this order if you did not make the transaction. If not, you will be billed 599.99 New Zealand dollars today. All right, now straight off the bat, you know that Microsoft wouldn't just ask you to call them and give them a number like this. So one of the first things that you can do if you receive an email like this and you're not 100% sure if it's a scam or not, just bear in mind that Microsoft would never do that to you. But let's just say that it was another popular brand. One of the first things that you can do is just copy the number, go to Google and just paste it and see what it comes up with. It comes up with some random stuff. So let's just go ahead and click on this link. So this is from Microsoft itself. So this is learn.microsoft.com, and it looks like somebody else also has received that email and they're wondering if it's a scam. I know for a fact it's a scam, but if you're not sure and if it is from somebody else, like another popular brand, for example, just make sure that you Google some of the information that they have put to see if others have sort of, notice that it's a scam. So in this case, other people have also received it. So it is one way to find out that if that email that you received was in fact from a scammer. So let me just go back to that email. Now we have identified it as a scam email, but I'll just show you a couple of giveaways that so in the future, if you get a similar email, you know what to do. Now they always try to create urgency, right? So they're telling me to call them today, otherwise I'm going to be charged 600 New Zealand dollars. So they always try to create urgency. And one of the other things that I've noticed in this particular email is they've put this weird looking email in here. This definitely does not look like a proper email, and it definitely is not an email address that belongs to Microsoft. So that is one of the giveaways. And let me just actually show you the original message headers so you have an understanding of how these SPF, DKIM and DMARC checks have passed. As you can see, you see pass against all SPF, DKIM and DMARC checks, but let me just copy the message header and let's just go to Google Header Analyzer and let's just paste the header and try to get a little bit more information about this email. I'm going to click Analyze the header about, and as you can see, SP has been passed. Now it's passed with this particular IP address. So let's check up the IP address and see if we can get any information about the owner of this IP address. All right, so this IP address belongs to Microsoft Corporation, originated from Microsoft, which is why it went through the SPF, DKIM and DMARC checks and passed all those checks. Come back to the Google Message Header Analyzer. So we checked the IP address and we know SPF passed because the IP address belongs to Microsoft, and DKIM obviously passed with domain microsoft.com. So it has been signed by Microsoft domain, and obviously because SPF and DKIM has passed, DMARC has also passed, and you can see that the mail started from azure.com. So what this person, this scammer, has done is he or she has created a Power BI scorecard, put my personal email address to Power BI and set up this notification. So Microsoft as the platform sends out these emails to the list of email addresses that they have populated on the scorecard in Power BI. It is not Microsoft's fault. Obviously Microsoft does not understand the context of what they're platform is being used for. Their intention is that is used for good, but unfortunately there are people who are set out to steal money from innocent people. So just make sure that whenever you received an email that tries to get you to do something urgently, whether to reply to an email urgently, whether to give them a call as soon as possible, and they'll tell you that, otherwise you're going to get charged, always treat these emails with caution. Never rush in to do anything. And you can always use platforms like ChatGPT or Google's Gemini to understand whether it's a scam or not. What you have to do is just basically copy paste the contents of the email. So just copy the body of the email, paste it on ChatGPT or Google's Gemini, and ask them if this is a real email or if there are anything that is looking suspicious. I just wanted to do this video to point out that an email can pass SPF, DKIM, and DMARC, and it can come genuinely from a platform that's very well known around the world, but it can still be a scam. It can still be aimed at stealing money from innocent people because these platforms are not designed to understand the context. So people can use these platforms for good and evil. So just make sure that not to trust an email just because it landed on your inbox and it is from a genuine brand that you know and you have worked with. Always pay attention to the context. So that's all I wanted to point out. I hope this helped you in some way to be careful in the future. So I'm gonna conclude this video right here, guys. If you like this, give it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber on my channel, consider subscribing. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Until then, take care and have a good day.